What's Sluts and Coconuts? What's up, guys? It's Charm speaking, and I haven't been posting many videos in a while. It's just because I've been super busy. I've been going to a bunch of raves and stuff actually. They're really fun, but I'll talk about that later. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about last night, and that's judgmentality. I think that's how you would say it. I'm gonna say it throughout this video, so I hope that's correct. Maturity and having phases while growing up, just growing up in general. Now a lot of people judge, and that's normal. Nobody likes being judged. But I think, as we grow up, all right, let me start this over. Okay, so everybody grows up and everybody goes through phases, right? Like for me, it was like I went through that little gangster phase or whatever, then I went through that like emo kid phase and then that scene kid phase. And I just think that's just part of growing up and like phases. Like if you're in that phase right now and you're like, "Oh, dude, it's not a phase. Don't talk to me like you're my parents or something." It's like trust me, you don't see a bunch of successful people in life dressing up like that, like in their 30s and 40s and all that. You don't see a bunch of people dressing up like in all black and wearing a bunch of piercings and having crazy hair, unless they're like rock stars or I don't know, rock stars, tattoo artists, something like that. And it's like, there's not a lot of those. That's hard to do. If you do that, congrats. I'm not saying that that's not possible. It's certainly possible and you could do it. I'm just saying that like going through that part of your life, you're probably going to grow out of it for the most part. The majority of people will grow out of it. And then we move on to like being like that cool kid or whatever, or nerdy kid. I don't know, whatever. But I just think that like as teenagers right now, judgmentality has a lot to do with maturity. And that's because, say, someone who's planning out their future, going to college and all that, look back at some kids who are just like, who's just like, say, like, looking at that one emo kid and saying, "Wow, oh, he's weird, he's a fag," or whatever. And it's just like, I think, like, I kind of realized that, like, as teenagers, we tend to do that. We tend to judge people a lot, but I think we judge based purely on how mature someone acts and how mature they dress and how they uphold themselves, if that makes sense. And like I said, it's all part of growing up, because one day that emo kid could be up in their shoes planning out their future in their life and looking back at that other kid in high school who's the new emo kid, and it's like, wow, what a fag. And then you realize, like, oh, I used to do that, and it's like, wow, I used to dress like that, like I used to act like that. It's like I grew out of that. Like that was a phase, And I guess everything that happens, like all the judgmentality that happens, or not all of it, but most of it, is just based on judging someone by how mature they are, not how their personality is. And like I don't support judgmentality and all that, because I don't like being judged. I don't think anybody likes being judged. If you be judged, that's just, you feel like you're being like put under a spotlight and examined. It's not cool. But I would say that kind of judgment, it's more just like examining and like realizing, oh, well, that person isn't that mature yet. And it's like sometimes like I go on Facebook and I'm like, wow, these people really need to grow up. And it's like, oh, well, I used to be like that one day or sometime in my past. And it's like, then I realize, well, wow, I guess judging them is just like looking at myself at one point in my life. And like we all grow up like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, And if you do, like, if it's not just a phase, well then, I can't judge you. But I'm just saying, like, for the majority, that's how it is. And God, I wanted to talk about a few more things, but I totally forgot. God, I can't think of it right now. But basically that's pretty much it, guys. Like, judgmentality, maturity, growing up, that's all it is. And, this is probably going to be part of my perception episode, because it's kind of thinking about it differently, kind of realizing I used to be like that one day. And, judging people, I guess, isn't that bad. Nobody should judge someone else on how they, like, are. to their core, their personality, and how they're gonna be for the rest of their lives, because that's not cool. That kind of judgmentality isn't cool. But if you examine someone and judge them based on like what they wear and how they act, you know, it's just like looking at someone and going like, just examining their levels of maturity, I guess, where they are in life, and wondering if they're gonna grow out of it. Some people don't grow out of it. Some people do. It's all up to you, you know. And you know, if I offended anybody during this, I'm sorry. I'm kind of just racking my mind right now, thinking about all the kids in my high school, thinking about how I judge people, even though I don't like to judge people. It's natural. It's part of human nature. And then how other people judge other people, and you know, I just kind of realized it all has to do with maturity to the core. So, yeah, so like I said, this is probably going to be part of my perception series. And I haven't been posting just because, you know, I've been really social. I've also made a couple videos for different channels, and I'll probably make another video sooner or later giving you a link to their channels, or to check out those videos, because one of them that I finished is a story time with Blind Spot, and I tell a story about my childhood, and it's actually really it's actually kind of entertaining. Well, I hope it's entertaining, you know, cross my fingers. But yeah, I'll send you guys that, and that's pretty much it. I think I'm just gonna put some music in the background. Oh, gameplay. Alright, so this is some Crysis gameplay. I'm probably not gonna play Crysis anymore. I'm tired of Xbox in general. I'm probably not gonna play Black Ops anymore. I haven't played it in like a week. I haven't played Crysis in like 3 weeks. I haven't played any game on my Xbox in a really long time. The only thing I do is go on Netflix nowadays. But what I have been doing is playing a lot of Minecraft and League of Legends, and I'm probably going to start posting some Minecraft, because I love playing Minecraft. Minecraft is so entertaining to play, and yeah, so I'll probably put up a video of that. Expect that in the future, guys. Probably don't expect a lot of Xbox until like a new game comes out, a new good game. I'm really anticipating Gears of War 3, Battlefield 3, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna put some music in the background, and that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this commentary and video. If not, I'm sorry. If you took offense, please just exit the page. Don't watch it. Watch it in a year if you grew out of it, and then you're like, wow, he was right. If you don't ever grow out of it, and it is part of your personality, I'm sorry. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you don't want to listen to music or watch this gameplay, and it's probably going to be dubstep or something, if you don't want to listen to music or watch this gameplay, just exit the video now. But yeah, alright, peace out, guys.